What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Profab Headers and Exhaust, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, SRI Performance, and Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. What's going on, guys? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up?
What it is with you?
I don't know,
Back
man.
again.
Back again.
Back again.
I mean, every other. I'm a week on, week off thing. You know,
Week on, week off.
It's shift work. That's why I'm here. You know.
Got work them 24, so
Yeah, that's what it is. No, yeah, man, we've been doing well, been doing good. Fighting with the heat, of course.
Shoo.
I mean, you know, we might as well talk about weather for a minute, but gracious, granted, it's been tough.
Finally, granted, this is a shop. Granted, you ain't gotta be right on these. They ain't
Okay.
bad. I mean, just you know, like this.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I know, but it's this is a shop. I mean, I get that, and we only got one small mini split. Y'all see up there.
Yeah. It's not 68 degrees in here. I'm gonna go ahead.
Well,
it's on 68.
That is what that is on. Is on 68.
But it's not 68.
The
It might be
thermometer
86.
over there says 87.
Is the mini split turned upside down? Because that says 89 if you flip it up.
I believe it.
I don't know.
It might
It's hot,
be. It might
but it's
be.
not that bad. It could be worse in here for sure.
I had the water hose out there on the roof before you came, trying
Cooling
to cool it down. It's a
Gotta
metal
cool it
roof.
down.
I was like, we'll cool it down. It's hot.
Yeah,
it is. It was 100. Well, when I left here at lunch today and went back to work, there was 108 heat index, and it went up from there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's tough. And it hadn't been a relief lately. That's been a thing. Like used to, or last year, I remember there'd be like 300 something degree days in a row, and it'd be okay for a minute.
Yeah.
Now it's been like 30, 100 degree days in a row.
Like literally the entire month of July.
Yeah.
And now half of August.
Yeah, and I saw it was like one day last week it was going to be 84 degrees. I was like, heck yeah. So I looked at the heat index and it was 140.
Yeah.
Heat index, I just don't understand.
We can have 80 some degree. We just got to have 300% humidity
Yeah,
with it.
that's what comes along with it. So, but anyhow, yeah, most of my hobbies and things that we like to do have been in the heat. Haven't been much in the air conditions.
Mine
So,
too.
yeah, so we've been busy with barn building still and back into baseball. We got travel ball going on again, or going on now. So, getting the kids together and getting to know each other, us getting to know them, and I need them to wear name tags because I can't remember all their names, of course. So,
Just take some duct tape out there, stick on the front of the shirt. That's what I remember somebody doing that. They all had to wear a hat. You just got to get them a bunch of hats.
yeah,
All the same hats, put some duct tape across.
That's what we need to do.
Put name on the front.
that's what I try to call them by the base they're playing, but they ain't getting it. Hey, second base, you know, hey, what? They start running to second base. Don't run to second base. No, I need to know you need to do something, you know. Anyway, but I'll get it. Trent, he's doing real good with knowing their names already. I'm like, how'd you do that? He might have a list or something. I don't have.
cheating.
I don't have no lists. I don't have no lists. But
I need a list.
I need a list. So, but yeah, we're gonna be practicing 2 to 3 days a week. Getting ready for some tournaments coming up for too long. So we'll see. I'm be ready for the. Well, I mean, I think a good month or so of practicing. I think they'll be okay. But they got some gelling to do, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be fun.
Fun. Well, we had all kind of good ones on this past weekend.
Yeah, we sure did. We had a wedding shower at the Campbell Barn, which is a cool place. We've used that for a lot of things. But done some weddings there and different things. But it's cool place and cool people that own it. But it worked out really cool to have that there, and good turnout for sure. We had a good time, some good eats. Miss Susan cooked some good stuff, and I think Mama cooked some green bean casserole. She did that. That was good. But the corn stuff, I don't know what that was, but it was really good.
I asked Daniel about that stuff today.
I need to find out.
What was that stuff? He was like, was that the green beans? I was like, no. Couldn't find out. He ain't even eat none of it.
No, he's not gonna eat none of that. If it looks like it
wow.
might have ranch in it or something white,
that stuff was good.
That was amazing. It was really good.
My mama was like, it's kind of weird texture to her. It's something about it. I don't know.
It almost like it had cornbread.
I was like,
in it with the
I
corn.
think it's great.
It was fantastic. I loved it. It was even better last night, I believe. But
I bet.
It was good. But we had that and some barbecue chicken. They did good with that. And a bunch of sweets and sorts and such.
All the things.
Stuff and things. So
I was full after one plate. I was like, I can't do no more.
yeah. I'm glad I got the small because they had a big plate and a small plate. I grabbed the small plate, thankfully, because if I'd have got the big plate, I could have done the big. I wouldn't have. I had it.
I know I had a piece of chicken, some macaroni and cheese, the corn, and what else did I have? Something else. I don't remember.
There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot, but it was good, very good, and we appreciate it very much. Everyone that came and helped and supported and gifted and everything, we sure do appreciate it.
You get plenty of gifts.
Wait.
Was they just all full of money, like I said?
Most of them were. So I was not the gift, not the big, but it would been nice. But no, it was cool. We got a good bit, things that money that we could spend towards a honeymoon fund deal or whatever. So that's gonna be cool. Looking forward to that. So yeah, hey, ain't got long now. 4 weeks.
4 weeks, month.
Yep, won't be long.
Nope, not at all.
So.
Not at all. Well, cool. Well, I started the day off, Kayla, and with the kids ministry and stuff, they had a breakfast downtown Florence at Lil Jazzy's.
Lil Jazzy's. Yeah, Mama told me about that.
What I had was pretty good. Kayla wasn't too fond of hers. It was kind of hit and miss, apparently.
Really?
There were some people said it was really good. Some people said it was okay. Some people...
Is it a cool place? Mama said it was like a coffee shop type.
It was just like a little cafe, kind of. Something, yeah, similar.
Did they play jazz music there?
No, not then. I mean, they may later, but not then.
I just wonder why it was called Little Jazzy.
No, it was names mixed together. Jasmine.
Oh, okay.
There was something else. There was a few names mixed.
Oh,
together. It was a mother and her children.
I got you. So nothing related to jazz music.
No.
Or a rapper.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I just want to make.
Nope.
I didn't.
They just like to put Lil in front of it.
Lil, yeah.
Lil, and it was spelled Lil.
See, that's why I was confused whether it was a rapper or a jazz rapper or
a
nothing
jazz
to do
rapper.
with.
That would be
I
interesting.
didn't know. I just didn't know. I was confused.
That would be interesting. But I had the shrimp and grits.
Oh,
I had shrimp and grits.
I like that,
and they was pretty good.
They put sausages in it and everything, or they don't do that.
They did not put sausage in, but they put. What did they put? There was bacon in it. There were some onions in it, but it wasn't like strong onions by no means. They were good. They were good in it. They were Cajun seasoned supposedly, but it was not hot. It had a really good taste to me.
Sweet, I might check it out.
So it was pretty good. Not near as good as Fresh Chef's.
Oh no,
shrimp and grits.
How about theirs? Does it have sausages and all that in it?
Yes.
Yes, I like the one with sausages.
It's good.
That's the good kind.
I might have to get Mayo on here for too long. Talk about some good food from Fresh Chef, because I've eaten a couple things there, and everything I've had has been great. And shrimp and grits was one of them.
I love shrimp and grits, man.
But so yeah, we started the morning out there, and then Kayla said as we were on the way back home, we were going back home to get ready for y'all shower and all that fun stuff. And in all honesty, I felt like doo-doo all day. Horrible. Just sinus mess. Just awful all day. But Kayla said they're having the ribbon cutting for the new the inclusion playground
at Greenwood.
At Greenwood.
Yeah.
So we stopped by there on the way back home. She took some videos and stuff also. It was really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Oh, that's an awesome place.
I shared it on our Facebook page, everybody, if y'all want to go look at. And that's what I put on there, that, all these donations that we have been taking for the Miracle League, that project and other projects of the sort are what you are donating towards. I mean, this place is really cool. I mean, any special needs person can go on this playground. It's wheelchair accessible. They got all these bigger chairs and bigger swings and they got these like swings that it looked like a racing seat almost, honestly.
Yeah.
That the kids can sit in, but it's got like a U shape, and on the other side of the U shape there's like a regular swing that an adult can swing in and be right in front of them.
Right.
And not just standing there trying to push and stuff. That way you got their hands on them at all time if they need that. Stuff like that. There's like big seesaws you can roll to wheelchairs and stuff. Are they like all these things you can roll to wheelchairs on?
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
It's definitely made perfectly for that. And I mean,
Yes.
it's not for everybody. All the other little kids, they got a playground. And
Oh yeah.
so it's
But they can have fun on it too. So
for sure, yeah. But I just I didn't want, like we were talking about the other day, because all the kids from the
Yeah,
baseball
I
team,
hope
they
not.
wanted to go over there, and I was like, man, nah, don't go over there and mess the thing up already. You know how they
Yeah.
be, but.
well, they got locked right there. Can't get
Right,
in.
yeah, you gotta. I don't think they're gonna just keep it open when they have the Miracle League.
No,
Off.
they're figuring out the lock situation. What they said, it's not open to the public right now.
Right.
It was ribbon cutting, but they're figuring out the lock situation and when they can have it open and stuff like that.
You're gonna have to be supervised, I do believe, somehow or another.
It's gonna be tough too, but yeah, it
Yeah,
needs to be.
Yeah.
That's a little ton of money's been put
my
in that
goodness.
thing.
I hate to know how much is in that thing.
I mean, but that's what I was saying. I mean, we appreciate everybody on here that listens to us, that has donated towards it, that has when we did the raffle for the Longhorn sign signed by the drivers, that's what every dollar of it went to. Stuff like that. So we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we keep on going to try to raise more money for it. I think over the past year, we've been, we sponsored, Chicken Bone Alley sponsored one, and Lucky 13 Motorsports sponsored a hole at the golf tournament, stuff like that. Just little stuff like that. I think over the past year, we've been fortunate enough to raise ourselves about $1,000 for them out there. Let's start.
Yeah, I mean, everything helps, man.
So, if anybody is, interested in donating towards that, get in touch with us. We can set you where you need to be and get it to them, and if that's on your heart to do.
That's
so
right.
Anyway, we stopped by there. They had already cut the ribbon and stuff, but we just wanted to stop and see it. And, left there, went to the house for a little while, changed clothes, all that good stuff, and then I went and loaded in sound equipment. I did a stripped down version.
Hey, it worked perfect.
I know.
It
was great. It was so hot.
Yeah, for
Loading
sure.
in. I know I'm still saying that, but it was just, I was out there getting stuff out the trailer, and I was like, Daniel come out there, and he was like, what else you got? I'm like, I'm done now, but it's so hot.
Where were you earlier?
It's horrible. Nah, I didn't take me like 2 trips out there.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
So anyway, then got up, went to church on Sunday morning, had a good service there. I was up there on stage just
well, hopefully it's gone. We're getting gone.
It's getting gone. I think Kayla's got it now.
Uh-oh.
So but is what it is. Oh, drum cap. It's all right. So anyway, and then came home and watched the race at Indy there.
Yeah, I did a little bit of that.
So
Yeah,
it was all right. We'll get into that here in just a little while. But I want to, before we get any farther here real quick, let me pull it up here. If anybody hadn't seen it already, I want to put out about the Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular, presented by Fresh Chef.
you.
$1,000 to win again. But there's so much more other than that. This was made it. This is our biggest season yet. I know there's a lot of huge things on iRacing now, but man, this has been a good one for us. I feel like it's been great. Appreciate Fresh Chef coming on as our presenting sponsor this year. Really helping us out. Palmetto Machine, appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
y'all are going to be presenting something we hadn't been able to do in the past.
Right.
Not only we're going to have a points fund, we are going to have weekly winners. Obviously, somebody's going to be a winner. But if you win the race now, because of Palmetto Machine coming on this year, we are looking at $25 to win a week.
Hey.
Over 8 weeks. So you could rack up a little bit more than that $1,000 there. And most likely, if you go win $1,000, you probably go win
a few races, yeah, no doubt.
A race or two there. Rivertown Racing. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who all else we got on here. BS Racing, Northeast Auto Imports, MPM, H3 Photography. H3 is going to be presenting a back row bonus. If you are, it's going to be first offered to the pole sitter
Yeah.
to drop back to the tail of the field. If the pole sitter don't want to, we will ask all the way back through fifth, consecutively there. And if you can come from the back row, dead last, and win, you get an extra $20.
Oh, shoot.
I
can think of a few of them that can do that with no problem. So
yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just trying to remember. Also, BJM Sports. Also presenting a hard charger award of $5 and a quick time award for the night of $5. Quick time will come from qualifying on asphalt, heat races on dirt.
Sweet.
So whoever's fastest in any of those.
You got a chance to make some good money here in this thing every
sure do
every race. So
sure do, for sure. It's been a pretty good one to do there. We're ready for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're excited. We are excited. So anyway, guys, coming up, let's move back here.
One sec, can't quite. Hold on.
All right, we got our buddy on here that's going to be announcing and producing all this Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular from Talking Dirt. Mr. Ryan Williams, what's going on, buddy?
Absolutely, man. Hey, it's great to be here. First time on your show. And I was really excited whenever you reached out to me about a month ago now and asked me to come on for the Fall Spectacular presented by Fresh Chef. Really excited for that opportunity, man. But we've been super busy with, racing around here. I know you guys are busy with the asphalt stuff. We're busy with the dirt stuff on this side.
Love it.
It's been a lot of fun, but I'm excited to be here with you.
Love it, man. Love it, man. Well, before we get into it and talking about all the series and everything, introduce yourself to everybody on our side here. Tell them who you are and what you do and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, my name is Ryan Williams. I am the voice of Sumter Speedway located in Sumter, South Carolina. I also run the Talkin Dirt podcast as well as Talkin Dirt TV, which is where I live stream, broadcasting of iRacing and some other things, our podcast and stuff. I have nothing on you guys. I promise. You guys are still by far better than I am at this, but I'm just getting into it. And really, really appreciate you guys reaching out and asking me to come aboard for this series.
Awesome, man. How long you been over at Sumter Speedway now?
Oh, Lord. Let's see. I took over in 2019. Nice. Yeah, and I've been announcing there weekly since the start of 2020, since the pandemic really started there.
There's a lot of stuff going on at Sumter, man. It's it's exciting.
There is, yeah, a lot of really big stuff. We started with the brand new lighting system forever. Yep. I've had drivers tell me they would not come back to Sumter Speedway because they couldn't see down the back straightaway, and now all of a sudden it's a night and day difference, man. It really is. But we got the new grandstands coming, and it's going to be a completely different racetrack. My hat's off, Sissy McAllister, when she came in 6 years ago now, and brought me in along with some other people. We made a lot of really positive changes, and that place is going in the right direction for sure.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Sissy's been great to us every time we've reached out to her for anything. She's been super great to us, and that whole family over there. I love that track. It's close dirt track to home for me, and I love when big things happen over there, and it's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Absolutely.
Yeah, we just had that our highest paying race ever, actually, just a couple of weeks ago. I think Ultimate were down here with that $10,000 race.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, man, y'all got to come back sometime soon. Things are going in the right direction.
Oh, I plan on it, man. I plan on being over there soon myself. Plan on it for sure. That is if anybody in the area is in the area or not even in the area, you want to see some good dirt track racing, head over to Sumter Speedway. That is it's a fun time. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. there's so many. That's one thing you will not lack over there is racing.
There's action for sure.
There's action,
and one of the best surfaces I've ever seen.
That is the biggest thing, and me and Sterling have talked about it many times. And I know there's off nights for every track, especially dirt tracks. There's an off night for the surface, but there are very few times I remember going. Now I've seen it rubber up, which is fine. That's just part of racing.
That's right.
But that track is like, I don't know what it is about it. The dirt they got on it, dirt that's been there for years, is great dirt, and it just don't get that dusty very often.
No, it does not.
We say it's tried and true around here.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, cool, man. Well, we are excited to have you come on and produce this Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular. It's our biggest league yet. I know you do a lot of iRacing stuff, but this has been pretty cool for us too. We've set up some stuff in the past and had some sponsors and done pretty good with it, but to get all the paying sponsors this year that we're not only paying $1,000 to win, we're just waiting on to see how many entries we get. We're taking up to 36 entries, and as of right now, I think last count we already have 22. So we're taking up to 36. So if anybody wants to get on, come on for sure. We'd love to have you. But not only that, we're paying $25 a week to win, presented by Palmetto Machine Fabrication. But we got a $5 hard charger bonus, a $5 quick time bonus, a $20 back row bonus if you're in the top 5, or starting on pole. We're gonna offer it to him first. You want to go to the back, $20 back row bonus right there. So
absolutely.
So man, are you ready for it?
Oh, 100%, man, 100%. This is really exciting. Of course. Y'all already have a bunch of entries, and a couple of those Talkin Dirt Motorsports will be represented. I believe Matt and James got in on that, so I'm excited to see how they fare. And then a lot of other guys that I've seen are going to do it. So it's a really good crowd of people, and just the layout of the entire series is really intriguing to me, especially switching disciplines for every race and switching surfaces from asphalt to dirt. Really exciting stuff, and I'm just super pumped about this.
All right, well, I'm just letting you know up front, man. You're kind of going to have to be the middle ground. And that's why we wanted to bring you on for sure. You are the middle ground for this year is going to be Chicken Bone Alley podcast going up against Bubba's About Broke podcast. And we're out for blood. I'm just saying. We're out for it. No, we're competitive. I will say that. We got John Rogerio Jr., Devin Morgan, and our normal co-host, Connor Lee, going to be heading up the Chicken Bone Alley team. 3-on-3. Man, I think we're going to have Melvin in the booth with us also from Bubba's About Broke. Like I said, you're going to have to be the moderator there, man. You think you can handle that?
I will do my absolute best to stay lenient with the two of you as you go back and forth. I'll play Herb Dean for a while. I'll say that, the old UFC
there you go.
Official there. But yeah, you're naming a couple of guys. John Rogerio is an absolute ringer on the iRacing servers, so he's going to be exciting. And Devin Morgan's exciting too. So yeah, still, this is just getting me even more excited. You saying these names for this series, man. Man,
it's going to be a lot of fun. We are so pumped. We got a month. I mean, the 12th of September. I know it seems like a long time, but it's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Sterling will be getting married that weekend.
That's right. Yeah, it's going to be here before you know it.
So it'll be here before you know it. Man, tell us a little bit about your broadcast, though. I mean, people like to talk about it. That's what's so cool about iRacing is people that have wanted to get into the TV side of things,
right.
Even if they're a race fan at heart, they're like, man, I like to hear the announcer. I like to hear the guys in the booth. I like to know what goes on in the race control. Well, now they can do that with
right.
iRacing. And what got you into that?
Well, funnily enough, it started back when the pandemic hit. I wanted to get more practice because I was just really getting into the announcing the real life races and such. So I reached out to a couple companies and just started announcing races for them on the iRacing servers, and kind of gave that up for a little while. And then a few years later, a couple of buddies of mine were starting a league, and asked me to do it. And I researched all the equipment necessary and all that. Got into it, and really haven't looked back. It's such a blast to be able to have that control and be able to really learn the ins and outs of what goes on with it. Everything from making graphics to setting up cameras, all that stuff, man. I just absolutely love it. And yeah, I'm ready for the challenge. I know this was going to be quite the challenge. I'm sure.
It'd be fun. It'll be fun. I just want to, while we're sitting here, Raymond Upton just said, "Why did you just find this show for the first time?" We appreciate you stopping by there, Raymond. As we're on here every week. We like to have fun, man. But
hey,
yeah,
greatest guy. Sorry to cut you out. Greatest guy, Raymond Upton. Shout out to he's Scott, Super Scott. That he drives and he can't afford something. Great guy.
Awesome, Sweet. Awesome. Glad to have you on, buddy. Man, I am. I was telling somebody the other day, they were like, "So you gonna get in a race?" I was like, "Nah, not this season." I was like, "This there is some. We're gonna have the SRI guys in as normal. All those guys from there, Zach Stroop, he's always fast.
No, for sure,
always fast. I'm trying to think who else is going to be in here. There, man, I'd have to look it all up, but there are some entries coming in that even though, like you said, I think our guys, John and Devin and Connor, that they can handle them by all means, I think. But there's some guys coming in that's tough.
Oh, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough, but I don't know. It's gonna be hard to beat. Hey, the Chicken Bone Alley team's gonna be tough to beat. That's for sure.
So tell us about the team Talkin Dirt over there.
Well, team Talkin Dirt. That's Matt Pridgeon, who's the co-host of the Talkin Dirt podcast. He's a crate racer, races at Lakeview, Sumter, all over the Carolinas. James Murphy, a guy that's a local to Sumter. He's out of Ridgeway. James is that guy. Whenever me and Matt get into any kind of server, we're like, if James joins, he's going to win. So that's who I'm. That's kind of the horse I'm hitching to for this one. Is James and Matt. Matt should be all right, but I don't know if we'll quite put it up there with your guys. But we're gonna give it the old college try. I guarantee you.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and I'm just
so now there's 3 different teams in the booth.
Hey, and that's what I was fixing to tell you. That's what I was fixing to tell you.
Look, now it's me versus you versus him. Yeah,
that's great. I'm, people are like, oh, people's got to be partial, and I know you deal with that because you're actually up in a booth and deal with that at Sumter. You know what? We're on a podcast. I don't care. This is why we're here. This is why we started our own, because we want to say what we want to say. And I invite you to do the same thing. Say whatever you want to say on there, because we'll go back and forth about it in a friendly way. but no, Matt. I really like Matt. He's one of our team Earl Ramey Racing Engine drivers.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we're on different teams a little bit, but we got some cross ties there. It's like a well, I don't even know who it is anymore. It used to be. Let's see. It's like a Joe Gibbs and a 2311.
Yeah,
just extension.
Yeah,
that's what we'll go with.
Back when Front Row was getting engines and all from Hendrick or whatever. Yeah, it's like that. I got you.
There we go. There we go. Just outrunning them. Oh, fun. Well, tell us a little bit about you, Ryan. Why we got you here? Well, what's your day job? What's all that fun stuff?
I'm a package car driver for the old 3-letter company. It's a good gig, I guess, but I really enjoy the racing world and everything that comes in with that. That's probably my number one hobby. I play golf. I do all the other sort of things that us folks do, but yeah, I've just been so far in the racing world that it has become at least half of my life. Of course, my beautiful fiance, she's the other half. So we try to keep those two things at the forefront here in this household.
There you go. So me and Star were talking about this earlier. You getting air conditioning in your truck?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know what I should say or what I should not say about that situation. I will say though that I probably won't see it for a good number of years.
Okay. Gotcha.
Enough said.
Gotcha. So when are you getting married?
I will be married. Let's see, not this October, but next October. So about a year and 2 months away.
Oh,
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Cool, man. Well, man, this is I'm excited. I'm excited about
Absolutely.
This is it's a fun deal. We like to have fun regardless. I don't care what happens. I got some stuff in the works over here even. I just want to let y'all know also, Kel Maben Rivertown Racing is going to be supplying the trophy. That's one of his donations. He's going to be supplying the trophy for the champion of this Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular. But also, on top of that, I got some stuff I'm making up over here. We're going to have the fastest podcast trophy.
Oh.
So I got to get it done. I'm making it. I'm building it myself. It's going to be pretty cool. Sterling might be building some up. He just don't know yet.
I support. I got you.
I'll put out a 2-minute podcast tomorrow if I can win that one.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
It'll be a fast listen.
Well, we mean fastest driving is what we mean in it, but you know, but if whatever works for you.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Nah, I'll just mess with you. Cool, man. Cool. Are y'all still? I know at one point in time you were weren't you doing some stuff over there even with Banjo and all them in the shop and all that stuff?
Yes. That is. I mean, it's still a thing. He's
just busy now. He's busy.
He is busy. I'm working. 10, 12 hours a day. It's really hard to keep up with not only the podcast, the broadcasting, the racetrack, real job. There's just so much you can take on a plate before stuff starts falling off the sides. But yeah, we're still together. I'm producing a video for him right now for the Wicked Fabrication stuff, and he's getting back in the super late model racing and all. So
nice.
Yeah, the future's really bright for Banjo.
I like Banjo. Me and Sterling raced go-karts with Banjo
Yeah.
way back in the day. So we all ran around the pits together at the go-kart track. So we go way back. That's a lot of fun. Well, cool, man. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. Or you got anything else you want to go with?
Not necessarily. Just I want to thank you guys for having me, of course, and really excited for what's coming up here in just a few weeks. Seeing my tiny little startup team at Talkin Dirt going up against the big dogs, your team and the team from the Bubba's podcast. So I'm really excited for all this that we've got going on, and I'm really excited to have you come back to Sumter Speedway and watch some racing with us. Got some really big events coming up. If you don't mind me shouting those out real quick.
Go for it. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Of course, the Frankie Fry Memorial Street Stock Race, paying $1,919 to win. That's coming up this weekend. And then our final points race is next Saturday night. We've got the Carolina Sprint Tour in the house. So really hope that everybody comes and checks us out over at Sumter Speedway if you're into some dirt racing to fill up your Saturday night. But other than that, I think that's all I got. I really appreciate you for inviting me on here tonight.
Man, anytime. I actually might talk with you a little more. I'd like to get you on here some more to, kind of cover the goings on of Sumter and a little more of the dirt world for us.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Anytime.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Ryan, and we will see you back on here soon, buddy.
No problem. Most definitely. Y'all have a good night.
Take it easy, buddy.
You too, bud.
All right, everybody. Mr. Ryan Williams from Talkin Dirt. Talkin Dirt TV, that Chicken Bone Alley. It's Fall Spectacular. Will be broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think my
cool.
phone's too close. It's
Yeah, I hear it.
it's weird, isn't it?
I didn't realize they got lights at Sumter, man. That's insane.
They got
'cause
new lights, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Cause yeah, I mean, man, you couldn't see nothing.
I remember.
Remember the whole field got piled up.
Yeah, coming out of Ford at
Ford
night
is-
because nobody could see.
No.
I remember back in the day, I drove a little street star Thunder and Lightning car back
Yeah.
over there years ago. I didn't even race; I just practiced and stuff. But I think it was a nighttime practice or something. I don't remember. But man, this
Dark.
track is dark.
Dark.
So that is awesome that they're sinking some money into it. And,
Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
having big events there.
Yeah, heck
too,
yeah.
so-
Well, the surface is, like I said, it's one of the best that I've seen. I love the way they work that track too. We've always said something about it, but it's just good. It's an awesome track, awesome surface, and we've always said that's all they need is some lights, and they got it now. So they gonna pile the people in.
We literally said years ago. So if they had good lights and a new set of stands,
they're gonna pull a bunch of people. And look at there, already 10,000 on the win, ultimate race.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming for them. That's awesome.
Cool. So I guess we got to play this.
You love racing. I'm talking behind the wheel with your tail on fire. But sometimes getting the green flag is tough. Here's what you need. Bubba's Bout Broke podcast with Jackson and Melvin McLaren. Along with Caleb, they talk with dirt and pavement drivers across the country about the battles they face getting to the track. Bubba's Bout Broke podcast. New shows every Monday on Spotify and Apple Podcast. It's for every fan and for those who live to race and race to live. Check Bubba's Bout Broke podcast on Facebook for updates.
All right, everybody, check out Bubba's Bout Broke podcast. If you like this podcast, you'll like Bubba's Bout Broke. They good bunch of guys, even though we're going to beat the brakes off of them in iRacing in Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular. We are laughing because I know y'all get these just random weird comments on Facebook. I don't know what's going on here. No one cares. Sometimes I want to give up. But who will I leave my kids with? When will the storm pass? I need somebody to talk to. I'm a single mum. M-U-M. I guess I wouldn't message them if I was y'all. Just saying.
Sound like they got a lot of issues. I wouldn't add nothing to it.
I wouldn't message them. But they want a message. But
I hope you have a good night. And it gets better for you.
Oh, Rowley.
Yeah. Well.
It's a weird name.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Very.
That's funny. Oh, fun stuff. So yep, that's what we got going on. Y'all come join us. Sign up. Shoot us a message if you need to. You can go to our Facebook page. All the stuff is on there about the sign-ups for the Fall Spectacular.
Yeah. And that's what, $25 to enter, right?
$25 to enter. 25. That's all. 25.
You can win your money back first race. Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably double your money back in first race, but
and the reason we're doing 20, I mean, nobody. I'm gonna tell you this. Yes, I'm setting this all up. I'm not making a dime. Sterling can attest to this. I'm not making a dime off of anything. Literally every dollar that comes in off sign-ups, everything else. That's why I hadn't put out a full. I've got a projected payout, kind of.
Right. But all the purse is gonna go back into the
every bit.
Right.
Every bit of sign-ups that we get. If we can get up to 36 entries, which is what I want.
Hopefully so.
Every bit of that's going to go right back into the.
That's going to be awesome.
In the purse. So
$1,000 a win, and then the more purse you get, the more you pay back.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Including, all the other sponsor monies that have come in for it.
Right.
So those be added in, and the more I'm going to cut off, I think, if we don't have 36, I might let a few more enter there, but I'm hoping to cut off entries at least a week before.
Yeah.
So I have time to get everything straight
and
on there. So cool. So, yep, like we said, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see our friends from probably SRI Performance on there. On all those guys up there, they love racing.
Sure.
If they're not at the track, they're doing it online. So
they're good too, man. We've raced with them a long time. They're good.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes,
so it's gonna be some good racing, I think. I mean, honestly, personally, I think there's two of them that's gonna probably run away with the thing. My opinion. I've seen them before on there. I've ran with John. He lapped me at Charlotte in a 25 lap race. I mean, like,
where are you going?
What's going on here? I mean, literally, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be pretty tough to beat. But
I think so.
It's gonna be cool to see, man. I'm excited to see about it and hear about it, and like we were just talking, I mean, it's gonna be a legit thing. I mean, if anybody hasn't listened to one of these professionally, I will say, called races on iRacing, I mean, it's literally real life. I mean, it looks real, sounds real. It is. I mean, it's very interesting to see. So, especially when you get good drivers that know how to race around each other and can put on a good show, and you can call a good show. It's pretty cool for sure.
Yeah, it really is. Really is. It makes it so much more fun. I remember back years ago before. I mean, there was hosted races up, but there was very few people really broadcasting it. And me and Sterling got in it, and was it Podium Esports? I think.
Yeah, I think that was who was coming on hot then.
They kind of merged into the actual iRacing official stuff.
Right.
They're producing it for them, but we raced with them. We had a Saturday night. Well, we didn't do it on Saturday nights. I think we did it on like a Tuesday night or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway, it was
Myrtle Beach.
It was Myrtle Beach. That's the only track it was, but it was just like you went there on a Saturday night.
Yep.
Race. And they had a broadcast. I would have the broadcast up on my phone.
Yep.
And we were running typically 2 classes a night. Me and you both were. We were running what we run? No, I think we ran 3 classes. We were in trucks, late models,
and the little 4
and the 4 cylinders,
which is the most fun race out there.
Awesome. I love those.
But it was so cool, like you said that. I mean, because they opened the whole room up, and where you normally had to wait or whatever.
Right.
No, you go get on the grid there, and you wait to qualify.
You sat on the grid. You pulled the truck or the car up and sat in it, and somebody made a lap. You went out behind them. I mean, just like you're.
It was
qualified.
It was very, very realistic.
It was
for sure.
just like I'm at the racetrack. Other than
no doubt,
I wouldn't 4 million degrees sitting in the car.
Exactly. And you had to work on a whole lot.
And had to work on a whole lot. I tore it up a lot and had to work on a whole lot.
I hit reset quite a good bit.
We ran pretty good in some of the races.
Yeah, we did. We really did. Yeah, we did.
They were fun. But anyway, guys, talk about our friends from SRI Performance. Y'all head over there if you are looking to upgrade anything on your race car. Some street cars stuff too, and for that matter. But if I don't care what you need. If you need fasteners, you need abrasives, you need anything to work on that car from top to bottom.
Yep.
Head over to SRI Performance. They got everything you're looking for. As I like to say all the time, they're Walmart for race cars.
They sure are.
So, head over there, pick yourself up, whatever it is you need, all the things. Go online, www.sriperformance.com. Check out their brand new website. Look at all the cool stuff. When you load that card up, put in that promo code CBONE10, that's C as in
chicken,
BONE10. Get yourself 10% off at time of checkout. Everybody likes 10% off. So y'all head over there and check them out. Check them out for sure. Same deal over at Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Sterling can attest, as always, you need great material. You need good materials to work with. You
got to have them. And in that industry, and even in race cars or any kind of fab work, you need it. You need it in a hurry. Can't wait a week. Can't wait around. Right. They got it. They got a big inventory, and they can ship out in the Mooresville, Charlotte area. I'm pretty sure it's like same day. So they got good stuff anywhere from sheet metal to tubing to build race cars or any kind of structural thing you would want to think of.
I saw they had aluminum tubing over there the other day.
They got it all.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, what would something that specializes in race cars need with aluminum tubing? But I'm like, they're not just supplying this for race cars.
That's right. That's the thing I think that throws a lot of people off. Yeah. I mean, you think of, I deal with a lot of different steel suppliers that may have a name for, or a steel supplier sounding name. I don't know, whatever. But Stock Car Steel and Aluminum sounds like, okay, that's just for race cars. No, it ain't. Not at all. Not at all. They got it all. So definitely go check them out. I don't care what you want to do.
It's good a time of year for your favorite thing to say on there.
Yeah, deer stands.
Deer stands.
Or hog cookers.
Hog cookers. That's what you need to build. Hog cookers.
Yeah, for sure. It's getting that time.
It can be a deer cooker.
Yeah, whatever you want to cook. Go cooker.
A big cooker.
Yeah, but anyway, they got it all. They got welding supplies, welding gases. So you go buy your material, go buy your welder, go buy your gases, and whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
Go do it.
If you are in the Charlotte-Mooresville area, they can supply you with the gases and
That's right.
Delivery
Weekly
service.
basis. Hook you right up. They'll pick up all your empties and give you your new ones and roll out.
They did that at our shop the other day. They come picked up because our contract ran out. They were still full.
They just took them.
They were still full. Well, we got a new contract with somebody else. They brought us back full ones. They were full when they left. They're full when they brought them back. They'll be full when
They just changed the sticker and brought them back.
They'll be full when they run out. When the contract runs out again.
Probably.
We don't use that much at our. Anybody welds is me. And I don't weld that much.
Normally they say, "Hey, I'm coming over to see you." Okay, come on.
Yeah, I gotta have some reason to get out of there.
That's
sometimes.
right. That's right. But yeah, so definitely, if you're in the area, even if you're not, give them a shout, and they can hook you up and get it on the truck and get it to you.
Yep. So y'all go check them out. Go check them out. All right, there was a few different races this past weekend. Since we were talking to Ryan, I want to bring up the North South. That was at Florence Speedway in Kentucky this past weekend. That's always a big show.
Mm-hmm.
75,000 to win on Saturday night. Man, it looked like the typical show. I think Friday night, I can't remember who both won. Well, I do know Bobby Pierce just swept the weekend. Every time he ran a race, he won.
Wow.
Ricky Thornton, as he's been on tear, he won a Friday night show. He didn't win Thursday. Something happened. Something broke Thursday night. Drive shaft? Something. I can't remember. But anyway, so they I don't know. But anyway, so come down racing on Saturday night to Bobby Pierce and Ricky Thornton Jr. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
I'm gonna tell you, regardless, Jose, what's going on, buddy? Yes, we like Longhorn a lot. I like all the guys up there. They're super nice. Been there, but I'm just gonna put this out there. They don't sponsor us, by no means. But regardless, I don't think there's anything better on the track right now.
There's not. There's not. They are staying on top of the game.
Big time. Big time.
They are staying on top of the game. I don't think it matters who drives the Longhorn, honestly. I mean, I just think they just work. They're easy to set up, obviously, or something. They just work.
The thing about a Longhorn, in my opinion, I'm not going to necessarily say they're easy to set up, but this is what Longhorn's got going for them, is who's there. I'm not saying nobody else is bad, but you got exactly. you got the Kevin Rumleys. You got, just such a big support group behind Longhorn, and they're sharing information.
Right.
I heard somebody talking about somebody the other day was thinking about going away from Longhorn. I'm not even going to mention the name. Everybody would know who it is, but I just heard it. I don't know if this is true or not, and the reason is because they were tired of running about 10th. Well, the problem is with it is the top 10 were Longhorns.
Yeah, well, you want to run 20th?
It was just it's like that's who's fastest out there. That's the group of cars that's fastest out there. You're just the slowest out of those.
Right.
But you got the same stuff, if not better stuff than some of them. So fix your stuff.
Right.
And it's not that they're slow. It's not that they're slow.
No,
it's just
tough.
The luck of the draw. I mean, it's just tough right now. So, congratulations to Longhorn for just setting the world on fire this year. Another one, Longhorn this past Sunday at Cherokee, $20,000 to win crate, 604 crate late model race there, the Sizzler there. Our buddy Derek Ramey had a bad qualifying. Something was going on with it in the heat and whatever. But they figured it out after. Anyway, locked himself in, started 18th, finished second.
Wow.
100 lap race, drove it to second. Brian Cheeseburger Mullis there won it. $20,000 win there. Also in a Longhorn Earl Ramey package there. Longhorn Earl Ramey top 2. Longhorn took top 4.
Wow. I don't know what else you got to say there, man. That's pretty much explained it all.
People were talking, and I tell you, I talked to some people about this. People were talking junk. They were like, well, Longhorn's fast in the supers, but you got to be in the super to be fast. Well, all of a sudden, I got a picture, and it's on Facebook. So, I mean, it ain't just a private picture. But I was sent a picture first that then went on Facebook or went on social media of the Longhorn team crate car with Kevin Rumley on the computer at a test day.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell
think
me
it's got nothing to do with the motor.
Nah, it wasn't motor, it wasn't shocks. I can promise you that.
Exactly.
So Rumley was that's how much Longhorn is into their program, their race car program. I'm not going to tell you they're into their super program. I'm not going to tell you they're into their crate program. They are into it. They have a house crate car.
Right.
I don't know anybody, any other. There may be, but there's no big manufacturer right now. I don't think that has a house crate car that I know of.
No, I think that's going to start more and more, though, because crap, these crate races are getting to be just as much money paid.
$20,000 to win.
I mean, so you know that crate engine's a whole lot cheaper than that. Well, should be.
It is
a lot cheaper than that super motor. You can go race for about the same money. Shoot,
rules are a little better. You got I know some. I don't know what all the series are. I don't think some of the crates can have adjustable shocks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper to run.
Right.
Still expensive, but a lot cheaper to run than a super program.
If you run for same money,
but you're running for the same money.
Shoot, I mean, go for it.
Why not?
And they're literally on the track. Honestly, most tracks you can't tell a difference in them.
If you just went to a track and you saw a late model out there running, and you didn't know, I mean, yes, if you were just the enthusiast, but the normal person goes to a racetrack,
right,
sees a late model running,
you really can't.
They don't know if it's crate. They don't know if it's a steel block. They don't know if
we've seen crate cars run right up there in front with supers in the same class.
Yeah, I mean on certain tracks. I've seen them. I've seen Lakeview before. Them boys. I was over there at Michael Brown one night. They had a super race. It was Ultimate North South. I can't remember. But either way, Carolina Clash. That's what it was. Carolina Clash.
Yeah.
And I was over there talking with him and everything. He was. I said, "Man, y'all got a pile of motor for him tonight." He said, "Man, I'm trying to get all the motor I can out of it."
Yeah, detuning like.
He said, "I got the smallest restrictor plate I could find on it."
That's right.
So at that point,
and crate cars out there outrunning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
you spending
well, this is no lie. Willie Milliken that night went out there with a steel block car and finished third.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not much difference there.
No.
So I think saying all that, I think you're going to see more house cars. For that reason, they're putting money in things, man. They're showing up. I mean, there's a pile of crate cars going to these events now. So
yeah, there was I forgot how many cars there was, but there was 40 some odd cars at Cherokee the other day, I think it was. So great turnout.
Yeah,
that's cool to see. Cool to see. So anyway, but speaking of Earl Ramey Racing Engines, guys. Y'all need some power under your hood. Head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Get you some power under there today. Load it up with them horses. When you get it in there, get you some time on that chassis dyno of his. You won't beat it. That thing can tell you so much, and there's so few people that have those. That's what's really funny is I've seen some of the Longhorn cars now because of their collaboration, heading over to Earl's shop just to try to figure some stuff out because they know just like we're talking about getting power to the ground or taking power away from the ground where they need to take it away from and then putting it on where they need to put it on at. That's what that thing's there for.
And it works great.
And works wonderfully. So y'all head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines. One of them things he's going to tell y'all to put on there, guys, is some Profab headers and exhaust. and Profab headers are no joke. Their slogan is "Quality that wins." Sterling's seen them. Sterling can tell you about that quality, man. It's when you welding stuff like that, and things have to be so precise on it. They're second to none,
for sure.
And you can't have second best.
No, you cannot, especially in the Area, and man, they got the monopoly on it, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I mean, every top tier team that I know of is running their headers.
Yep.
If I don't tell you something, I don't know what does. And that's starting in the lower series, going right on up to Cup.
That's from Legend Cars
exactly
to Cup.
I mean, what
Indy
cars. I mean, yeah, it's just
drag racing.
Yep.
I'm gonna say something up there. I was up there not long ago. I saw a head for a car sitting there, and I was like, that was the biggest doggone head that I've ever seen. Andy told me, he said, yeah, that's like a $200,000 head for a car. And I said, what is it? He said, ours for a $200,000 motor or something. Anyway, it was a Pat Musey racing engine that they were doing. Yeah. That they were doing. This particular one needed some custom exhaust done.
Wow.
So they sent him a head to fab it off of.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this stuff's insane. I've been in that shop a couple times, Profab, and looked around and just see how they do stuff. I mean, a lot of people don't realize there's certain varieties of their stuff. They don't get tubing in. They get flat sheets and roll their own.
Right.
Which is just crazy to me because, and probably even you, I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how they do it.
When you need tubing, you order tubing.
Right.
That's what you do. Nah, they're ordering flat sheets, rolling their own.
Wow.
So. Got a tickle in the throat. But, anyway, guys, head over to Profab, headers and exhaust. All right, well, we had some racing out at the Indianapolis
area.
We'll talk about some stuff off the track first. We talked about a little bit last week about Noah, how he had got suspended. Well, that kind of evolved a little more, and I put it on Facebook, and it was one of the hottest topics I put on Facebook. How Noah had asked for a release from his contract.
Yeah.
And that was, there's been a lot of people. We're a racing podcast, guys, so I'm not going to get on the whole political argument, but I'm just going to, I'm going to put it out there, what was said. There's a ton of people that are still, just like the boycott Budweiser movement, boycotting Target. They're on the boycott NASCAR movement because of how this was handled with Noah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to stand up that much. But in saying that, Indy looked kind of slim this past weekend.
The stands look
I'm saying,
great. Hey, dude, there wasn't nobody there hardly.
Not on the front stretch, especially.
No, I mean, but
I saw a few little sections. There were some people there, but I was like, it
might have been cardboard cutouts. I don't know what it was. It was not much.
I don't know either. So it's interesting. There's a lot of people that are saying, speculating, they don't know, speculating that they really think this was Legacy's way out, and they just told him, look, either you put out that you're resigning or asking out, or
we're going to fire you.
We're going to fire you. If you want to do that, that'll look better for you. I can probably believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy how it's just, I don't know. Probably should. Never mind. Just delete that part. I mean, no, I'll kind of say it. It's crazy how there's people out. No, I'm just going to say that. I'm not knocking nobody.
No.
And I don't condone or condemn or condense or whatever. Nothing. What I'm just saying is, it's funny how the people say you got to have freedom of speech. And those same people are the ones that say you can't talk. Like what? Like I don't know. Like what's the biggest? You know, it's whatever. I don't know.
I get the fact of yes, we all have freedom of speech, but your speech can have consequences. I get that. But the problem is in my opinion, no one ain't said nothing. It was a.
I mean, he liked something, right? Or he something, or whatever.
Yes, from 2020. You know, 3 years ago.
So they found that he liked it from way back then.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But my problem is it was an Instagram post, and we talked about this last week some, but it was an Instagram post. But man, I have scrolled through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything else, and have realized I have accidentally liked something that, I mean, I just scrolled with my thumb and my thumb hit it.
That's right.
Looking back at everything else, Noah, because somebody apparently just dug through everything this man ever liked and whatever. This wasn't common occurrences.
Right.
Now, we have a mutual friend that Noah likes a lot of her pictures on Instagram, too. Yeah. But it's so easy to... it's just easy to hit a button by accident.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just...
Man, I'm telling you, me and the guy at work were actually talking about it the other day because he heard about it, and he don't even really follow NASCAR, but he heard about it. He said, man, I'm going to tell you, if I was in that position, and granted, this was 2020, he was still in a truck ride at that point.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He said if I was in that position, somebody else would be handling my social media. I just tell them flat out, look, you are over my social media. I'm going to have a burner account under some crazy name that nobody's ever going to.
That's right.
That way, if something happens on that, you're taking the fall for it.
That's right.
It's not going to be me.
It ain't me.
And I agree with him. I mean, it sucks as to be that way. But
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he did, but no one knew what position he was in, even in 2020. I don't feel like that is something he would have intentionally clicked on himself, even though he's apologized for it because obviously his name was beside it. Whatever. He's apologized for it. He's taken responsibility for it. Personally, I just still don't think he actually did that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's something else. So anyway, that's what happened off the track before the weekend. Also, William Byron could not qualify. Failed tech 3 times. Finally got through on the 4th. Kicked out his car chief. Used to, I'd have said it wasn't a big deal. Where did he ended up finishing at on Sunday? Let's see. Let me look at it really fast.
Typically, I don't think it would have made a big deal, but this past week, man, it was kind of drug out.
He ended 14th. So he recovered to 14th. I feel like he could have recovered better had he, or I feel like he could have ran better had he qualified, maybe.
Well, he had to do a pass through.
Yeah, he had to do a pass through also. That's right.
But it was right there. There was a caution time as the race started, so that really didn't hurt him.
That really didn't hurt him no more.
Right.
I don't think. No, I think he ended up having to take it after because
it hadn't come around.
Hadn't come around. Yeah,
That's
so they
right.
had to take it because I remember Joey Logano when Joey Logano spun out. After he spun out, got going, they were still right there together. I was like,
okay.
I don't know. Just one of them deals. So we'll get into talking about the stages here in a second. But I do want to jump ahead to after the race, and this is something been talked about for quite a few weeks leading up to this. I think that was the last road course race at Indy, at least for the time being. They kind of made an announcement today that they're going back to the oval.
Really?
They were testing on oval today. But then they kind of put out a post that it said coming back, and it had in big words round on it. So everybody was kind of, and they were saying renew your tickets for next year. So it really sounds like they're going back to the oval.
Yeah.
So anyway, Xfinity race, Truck Series race at IRP. Ty Majeski, after his failing to capitalize a week ago or whatever that was, now comes back, wins a race in the playoffs, puts him through to the next round. I think he's going to be good. Mm-hmm. Ty has had a problem kind of closing the deals, though.
Yeah, he really has. I don't know if it's just him or the team in itself. I mean, I know they've struggled on pit road some, and I don't know if that's from his doing or what. But as a team, for whatever reason, they just can't. They can't put it all together. But maybe they're gelling now.
Maybe so. So congratulations to Ty. He's been on show before here. He goes and runs at Florence Motor Speedway every blue moon.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. Ty Gibbs won the Xfinity race at the road course. That was a little. Me and Sterling were even talking about it while we were there because they started so late.
Yeah. Didn't really understand that.
Started at 5:30 Eastern, which was 4:30 Central.
Yeah.
So when you start 3.5 hours of daylight. That's all you got. If something happens, you're gonna be sitting there. Well, and they figure, if rain comes, we're still gonna run, and rain wasn't necessarily the issue. Lightning was, so they had to stop for quite a while for lightning. They did get back going, and it ended up not really being an issue. But I'm just like, why did you start so late?
Yeah, I don't really. It's got to be TVs.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
But I just don't go. I don't know. It don't make sense.
AJ was one of the first ones to go back to slicks, and I think AJ ended up second. So congratulations to Ty Gibbs, I reckon. All right, on to Sunday. Like Sterling just said. Joey Logano run into, I think, everything but the pace car.
He did not have a good day.
He never has a good day either. I don't know what it is about that place. He just he can't do it. He can't do it.
No.
He can't hit the brakes that hard. He does not. He's not good on brakes.
Right.
He will slide that car into everybody and everything.
He sure does. I ain't kidding.
So he slid up into Justin Haley, lap 1.
Yeah. That set the tone for sure.
Yeah.
For his day.
Yeah. Then on the next restart, he spun himself out by running into the back of Blaney. But anyway, Justin Haley kind of tore the car up, tore up the tire barrier. They threw a caution. That was the only
first and last
only caution of the day.
Yeah, I think they should have put the stage cautions back this past week.
Well, and Dave Moody put out, he was like, everybody want to take stage caution away. I wonder what everybody's going to say now. You know how Dave Moody is. But you could tell how that was going. It was like, oh, and now we're being hypocrites. I'm not going to be a hypocrite because I like the fact they weren't stopping at set times.
Yeah.
My problem is, and it was later in the race, which is nothing unusual for a road course. Todd Gilliland spins car out, noses it into the wall, tries to get back to pit road. I don't know if it was him or somebody else. Blew a tire. I think it was him, though. And, I mean, just a whole tire carcass laying at the entrance to pit road. No caution.
Nah.
I don't understand why. It's not like this race had been plagued by cautions by no means.
I don't know, man. I'm going back to what I said a few weeks ago. I swear it's something to do with TV, man. Because, I mean, used to, they would both. I don't care if they thought they saw something on the race. There might be something over there. They used to caution just to intensify excitement. Now, it's like they got a lot of time. And this is your allotted time. If you don't finish it, well, we're cutting you off. I mean, there's been times I've watched races on NBC or even Fox, whatever. I mean, times do cross the checkered flag pretty much. They gone.
Yeah.
You don't sit. So I don't know if that's what I don't know, but they don't need to let TV deals control or change what they do with a race. I mean, but I think what else could it be? I don't know.
Well, I think the issue is they know which races, because they've done it for so many years, they know which races have good ratings and which races are going to have not so good ratings.
Right.
This is a race they know is not going to have that great of ratings. There probably was a few tuned in to begin with to see what SVG and a few other ones were going to do, and once they realized, we're just kind of
gonna ride
like normal, there's a lot of people who left it. I just feel like maybe that was the deal, and ratings weren't the new ratings weren't there. That race only lasted 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Just definitely one of the quickest ones I remember.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's just I'm not gonna disagree with you on that, because it just seemed like.
Well, I mean, if that was, like you said, that was right there towards the end of the race, I know that would have definitely screwed up everybody's.
It would have,
which is cool to me. I mean, but that would have made it more exciting towards the end of that race. But like you said, if ratings were down, they wasn't worried about it. Just want to get it over with and move on.
Yep.
Then that's what it was.
Also, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Blaney flat out dumped him.
Yeah, he did.
He sat there for quite a while because he couldn't get the car started, and I mean he was trying to get the car started. You could tell. I mean, there was fire shooting out the pipes and everything. He was trying his hardest to get it started. It wasn't starting.
Wouldn't throw nothing.
Wouldn't throw nothing. He was somewhere in the track that if somebody spun out, they could hit him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are y'all not throwing any cautions for?
I don't know. I don't understand why they don't do it. I mean, I could see maybe coming out with like a you know how they have like the partial caution, or
yeah, the local caution, as they call it.
And I don't know if that's something they could do to make it.
Well, and they do, I think, to some extent, but it didn't look
fools
like
ain't
slowing down.
If someone goes, they slow down. None. Nah. I don't know. Hey, Ma. I like road course races. I really do. I love them. I think they're more exciting to me. It shows more ability. It shows not so much. It seems like a lot of these other tracks is just engineers. It's just you got steering wheel holders and you got engineers that win these races. To me, well, more road course style racing is more. It just shows more ability to me.
I listened to a little bit of what's Denny Hamlin, Actions Detrimental. They come out with theirs early, typically in the week, and his was already out today. They normally do it like right after the race anymore, which I kind of like, because I mean it's real.
Is it
fresh.
the one where it's like him and one other dude?
Yeah, Denny Hamlin and his PR. Well, not his PR guys,
but they're right. It looks like they're in Junior's thing.
No, that's Denny's basement.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's got a freaking mansion. That's just ridiculous.
Jesus.
That is his. They called it something, but it's his basement. And it's just this giant table that
humongous table. Yeah.
And it's like they're a mile away from each other. I'm like, why y'all gotta be so far, far apart? But anyway, Michael McDowell was on there. I guess they recorded last night, apparently, in the bus or something. I don't know. Or maybe when they flew back, he was like, "Hey, come over to the house." But I don't. I guess he was at the house. I don't know. After he flew back, I don't know. But anyway, what I respected about Michael McDowell winning that race is he was talking about. He said, "Man," he said. Then he asked him, which was a really good question. He said, he said, Denny didn't shy away from it. He said, "Yeah, I'm one of Toyota's top drivers. They kind of give me anything I ask for, they hand it to me. Anything that's I think is going to make me faster, here it is, right here." He said, "Tell everybody, the difference between what you have going on and what, somebody in my position has going on. He said, and Michael McDowell said, we have great partners with Ford, all this other stuff. He said, my only problem is, he said, because we're low on the pecking order, he said, my simulator time is on Thursday. He said, we can't learn anything. He said, if
you learn something, you ain't got time to change it.
No. He said, we might can throw some adjustments of what we're thinking, well, if we adjust this, what's it do? Throw that at it, maybe. He said, but the car's already loaded up on its way.
Yeah, you can't.
We can't last minute go in and change the setup. I mean, we can take what we learned there and put it on at the track before we start.
If it's something you can do that,
if it's something you can do. But on top of that, he said, he said, also, if there's any data from the previous race or if there's video or something like that, he said, I have to go dig it up myself. He said, I don't have anybody that, an engineer that's here printing this data out. This is where you ran good at. This is at this breaking point. He's if I want to see that, I have to dig all that up myself and figure it out. He said, so I really don't have any baseline to go off anything ever.
Wow.
Other than what he digs up. So it's pretty.
It's even more impressive that he can do that,
Exactly. That just says you he is a good
that's one thing.
Real good road course racer.
He did not look up into that. And can't nobody say that because dude was on a rail.
To me, that is way more definitive for him than winning the Daytona 500.
No doubt whatsoever. And for anybody for that matter. You go and you dominate a track like that, especially with all these road racers now, pretty much that's in these things.
There was a lot of them in this one.
There was a lot of them in this one, and anymore, I mean, most of the Cup drivers are ridiculous at.
Oh yeah, well, Chase was coming, which I think
he was saving.
Kind of backed off.
We're not saving, but just
being conservative,
right? Not trying to overdo nothing,
right?
Because he had a 3-second lead or whatever,
right?
But yeah, I mean, and I know Suarez had trouble on pit road, may have made a difference. I do too. I mean,
I still think McDowell was the most consistent throughout the day.
He was. I mean, he passed Suarez 2 or 3 times for the lead. So I mean, yeah, it was his race. It was he drove a heck of a race and he was clean, and I didn't see him miss many marks. And hats off to them. We've all known that he's been a good road racer. We've known that for a long time. I knew it because I picked him this week in our thing, thankfully.
You did.
But it's just cool to finally see him get a break. Because, I mean, he's run top 3, 4, 5 for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And
they've really turned it on this year, though. They're not slouching this year. They were talking about, he's locked into the playoffs. I'm not going to say he wasn't going to get in anyway.
He was close.
Yeah.
He was really close anyway. So it's cool to see that for sure. Just glad for him to get his break. I know he's worked his butt off, and he's never gotten the break or whatever. Never gotten the top tier team to get the opportunity.
The only thing he got the top on was coming down from the top at Texas.
Yeah, for sure.
He rolled down from the top.
Yeah, he definitely did. So, but no, just hats off to him. Glad he got the win, and hopefully he can go deep in the playoffs. But who knows how that's going to go.
Tough.
It's going to.
I think he can do it though.
I mean, he's a very consistent. Wherever they run, they've been consistent, like you say, this year. So, I don't think he'll be 16th in the playoff.
No,
I don't at all.
No.
So,
no. I think what which I've heard. I didn't know this. Not only did they win the race, and that was like they don't have very many wins. That's what Front Row Motorsports. That's who it is.
Yeah, Front Row.
Their stage wins or stage win, won stage 2 Sunday.
Yeah, they had like
what was
19 points in 2 stages. So
Yeah, but the one stage 2, that was the first stage Front Row Motorsports has ever won
man.
in NASCAR.
Wow.
So that's impressive.
Yeah, heck yeah. That
Now
is.
I will say, as much crap as we give the new car, I think that is also a testament of the new car.
Oh yeah.
Saying that
At places like that.
At places like that, where it's not so engineering driven.
That's right. Exactly. That's very important.
That a driver can
And
come
a
in and
team.
make a difference.
A team can have a team that's not a powerhouse team can spend the money,
Right.
and they can put a car in the field that can win.
Exactly.
And like you said, now you go. Well, Daytona, that's a crapshoot. That don't really matter. But it's harder to go anywhere else on an oval and not have it, like you said, engineer driven to where there's so many minute things that these other teams just can't afford to do.
Yep.
So anyway, it's cool.
It is for sure. So Sterling talked about just a second ago.
I won.
Sterling won. Sterling won, guys.
I got 9 wins this year, man. I'm about like
You got 9. You are killing.
about like Denny Hamlin was last year, 2 years ago, whatever it was.
Well, actually, we were tied with wins. You just beat me with wins.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I just got 3 in a row the past 3 weeks.
You have.
That's pretty.
You have.
Crazy.
Which is really funny because you got 9, I got 8, Connor's got 7. I think.
Well, what's going to happen?
As long as that adds up right to how many races
It's
we've
something
run.
like that.
I could have missed one, but
Maybe, possibly.
So anyway, but what'd you say? Well,
I said I'm gonna be like Denny. He won all these races in the regular season and then didn't win nothing in the playoffs. That's probably gonna be me, but it's fine.
Well, you're gonna have some bonus points starting
Everything's fine. Well, that's good. I appreciate it. I need all I can get.
You're basically starting with a win in the bank.
Sweet.
So,
well,
if
we got 2 races
weeks
left.
to go,
That's right.
2
So
weeks to go.
I'm not out of it. I'm not in the clear yet.
You're not in the clear. And this was really funny because I started out really good.
Yeah, you were dominating.
I was dominating. All of a sudden, Connor came on a little bit. Now all of a sudden, you've taken the lead.
And you know what's so crazy? I've done all these wins and doing all this with the people that I left just because I ain't had nobody else pick. And I picked these and they winning. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's good. So Sterling took the win with picking Michael McDowell. And just to let you know, this is our first year doing this pick like this. We're probably going to change it up a little bit next year, which would have put Sterling way ahead. I'm probably we're going to get a bonus point, I guess, probably.
For winning
for actually picking the winner.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, we're learning. But regardless, Sterling won. I picked up second with SVG finishing 10th.
Yeah,
it was. And Connor picked I got it, Brody Kostecki,
the other supercar driver, right?
Yeah, and he finished like
not good,
20 something.
And the other guy, what is it, the
Japanese?
Yeah, the Japanese guy that drove for
23X. Yeah, he finished like
33rd or something.
33rd. Yeah, he's
like
33.
He's
like, I want to come back and do it again.
He was smiling like he had a ball. I think, man, he was loving it.
Those guys don't know what it's like to rub. The difference is those guys have never rubbed a fender with anybody.
No.
They don't know what it's like to use a bumper, and all of a sudden they go in there and bump somebody one time, and everybody's cool with it. It's like they're looking around like, cool. I can do that.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I like it. Anyway, so Connor gets to pick first this week. We are going to
Watkins
Glen. We got Watkins Glen and Daytona left. 2 more. I ain't gonna say crapshoots because Watkins Glen is not. Daytona is. And he told me Connor is having orientation at school tonight.
Yeah, Cole and Blakely.
That's why he couldn't be there. Yeah, he's out there with Cole and Blakely, I guess.
That's where he goes.
Yeah.
I
I
did not know that.
Yeah. Just you need them to bring them home sometime. Just
Yeah, that's
how about
right.
bring them home with you.
Throw them in the truck.
Throw them in the truck. Let's see here. Connor told me, he said, pick whatever RFK car I hadn't picked yet. Well, he's already picked Brad. So he is picking Chris Buescher this week. I'm starting to wonder if he is Team No Bubba. He has not.
Maybe he's saving him for Daytona because that's going to be his
that
best
would be
option.
a bad pick.
No, it wouldn't be. I can't take him. You can't
what-
take him. So
What week are we on?
25.
25.
Yeah,
Where'd I go?
26 will be last
There it
one.
is. 25. All right. So Connor is taking man that come off of 2 wins, Chris Buescher. Still had a good run. Still finished 11th on the
Yeah.
road course, and he is not a road course guy at all.
No.
So, a lot better than he did last year. He wasn't on fire this year.
But I tell you, he's still standing there, boy. He just
He was like, just out, and I'm going, just out in the fire. I'm driving off.
yeah,
It's blazing. I don't care. Just out in the fire. I'm driving off.
yeah, it was crazy.
Not
man.
finishing this way. Going to Watkins Glen. I had saved this guy. And I don't know. I probably should have used him last week. Probably.
I appreciate you not doing that.
Yeah, I know. And I even said after you picked him, I was like, God, that was a good pick. But I had SVG and he come off road.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
You know, that's still, on a normal week, that'd have been a good pick, still 10th place. But anyway, I am going to go this week at Watkins Glen with Michael McDowell.
There you go. That's a good one. Well, if he can do like Chris Buescher and double up 2 in a row, then you're good to go.
That's kind of how this has been this year.
That's right.
So, yeah, I'm taking McDowell on week 25.
Well, that sounds good, man. Well, I'm gonna take somebody that needs a good run.
And it needs one. And that's what it is. If you pick them, they get a good run.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to help the man out a little bit. He ran good last week. For the most part, I think he got in a couple little things, but I think he's been pretty decent. We've seen him do a lot of really cool things. He had to go win the race at Roval to make it through to stay in the playoffs deal. Mr. Alex Bowman.
Oh, man.
He is pretty good on road courses. We've seen that.
He is. I think he has good potential.
Yeah. So
Um,
we'll see.
I really think, he's always good at the Roval for sure. So.
Yeah.
Hey, at the end, he stinks
Yeah.
in the first half of
That's
it,
right.
and then all of a sudden he's fast as I don't know what the second half.
Exactly.
So, another thing to talk about, especially going into it, none of us were able to pick him because we all picked him already, and I feel like one of us would have picked him. I was early in the year. I waited till week 16 to use him. I thought about using him, but I used him earlier, and I thought about saving till now. But Chase Elliott,
Yep.
second place run this past week, he was coming there at the end, had a solid race, solid day. Problem
Yeah,
is
he
he
was-
is 80 points.
He's got to go win, man.
He's got to win. He's got to win Watkins Glen or Daytona to make it in the playoffs.
How would it
I think
look
he's
with
got-
that, though? What do you think? How would it look with the most popular driver not making it?
Well, not
mean,
making it.
I don't
well,
care.
It'd be
I-
the same argument I think that Kevin Harvick had
With Junior?
with Junior years back.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I don't not like Chase per se.
I don't like.
I don't-
I don't like his attitude, man.
He's different.
He doesn't carry the most popular driver.
My thing is, I just don't
Persona.
understand how he's most. But that's what I was about to say is I don't understand how he's
What?
most popular. Driver.
Yeah, I mean, he don't talk to nobody.
I mean, he's just getting the Bill Elliott vote. I mean, I ain't saying a lot of them
why
people.
though?
I feel like most of them people that had the Bill Elliott vote,
They ain't no more.
they either ain't no more or they're not necessarily on all the online stuff.
Exactly.
Voting.
Like I ain't nah.
So I don't know. I don't understand.
Like I know a lot of. I mean, I can think of a lot of other drivers. Well,
I can
few
look
of them.
right here. Kyle Larson.
I mean,
Everybody likes Kyle Larson.
right.
Most people, except for Denny sometimes. Ross Chastain.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of
Ross
people,
Chastain.
but
regardless of how they have even I don't like him, and I don't necessarily think he would be most popular. I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I think he's a really good driver. But Denny Hamlin,
yeah,
how he's kind of a polarizing person. You either love him or you really don't.
well,
and I could see those fan bases though voting more. I just don't understand how Chase Elliott keeps winning.
I don't either. Like he's
driver.
so dry, dude. Like
Chris Buescher, if you ever talk to him,
he's happy as he can be.
Yeah,
bro.
happy as can
like,
be.
honestly, I mean, I don't know, and I've said this before, but the personality's gone in these drivers. But like Chase Elliott, he just looks like he hates to be there. Like, I don't even want to be here. I finished second. This sucks. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'd be happy, man. I'm racing.
A lot
I'm
of times
doing
when
what I
he
love
wins,
to do.
you don't really look happy.
Exactly. Like, what is your deal, dude?
And I get that that's just his personality or whatever.
And okay, that's great. But how are you most popular driver when you look like you?
Alex Bowman. I like Alex Bowman.
Yeah, he's cool.
He is really cool. A lot of people don't see all of his
I mean,
personality sometimes.
And another thing that I'm wondering if it's controlled it now, but like we've talked to Ryan Blaney outside of the Cup area.
Yeah.
And cool dude, really, really cool guy, likes music, hangs out, laughs, cuts up, does all that. But when you get him in front of a microphone or a TV camera, they're in his face, race day, like he just says the same 6 words.
Well, he's the typical
like,
Penske guy.
Well, yeah, but it's like what's up? There's no personality anymore. Like you can't relate to none of these drivers anymore.
No, and I think he would, and that's what I didn't understand is because he had a stupid popular podcast.
Yeah.
Glass
Cases of Motion. Awesome.
They came back with 1 episode this year. I don't think they've done any more.
I don't know. But I enjoyed it.
After he won earlier.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It got a little weird towards the end.
Well, they never talked about racing hardly.
No, but that was fine. I mean, I ain't got no problem with that.
No.
But he was just cool. It was, but anyway, I'm just saying, like,
that's what I don't understand. I'm like, how could they not be the most popular driver? I mean,
well, it's just like, what's up with all these people, man? Like, it's just like they hate to be there. It's just da 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 da. I don't know. I just like seeing them, a little more happy. I mean, they're getting to do what they.
It started acting like Martin Truex.
Yeah, he's very.
Martin Truex brought that on, I think, after he won a championship.
He's very dry.
Everybody's after it. Chase had a ton of emotion before he won a championship. He won a championship.
Just,
I'm done.
Yep.
I don't know. Hey.
I don't know. I digress. Anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't make it, in my opinion. I don't want to see him make it just because I want to see something change in him, man. If you get your attitude up and be positive a little bit more, maybe you'll start doing something better. But anyway, we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. But I really, I know what you're talking about, but I really, really, really think he can go out here. Chevrolet because of who's in them last few spots right now. Chevrolet is going to try their hardest, everything they got.
Well, and I think that's another reason why, and I might be completely wrong, but I've always thought this, there's a reason why William Byron went and failed 4 times this past week.
Oh, yeah.
You do all these obvious things. They're missing what you're really doing.
Oh, yeah.
So something's going on to make sure that 9 car wins either last week or this week.
That's how you play the game.
That's what they're doing. That's what I think. But they're going to do anything possible to get him in to chase, yes. I agree.
And I think they are. Barring him wrecking or having a mechanical failure, I see that 9 car going out there this weekend and putting on a dominating performance.
And they're going to look over
Michael
that car.
McDowell. Oh, they are.
Tough. But I think that's what it is, man. They're doing these things now. I mean, them engineers are smart. They know what's going on. But they're doing something, and so the obvious things get caught, and what they're really trying to do doesn't. And
they play the game.
I 100%. But that's what makes it even better when you see like a team like Michael McDowell that can't do all those things.
Right. They can't afford to.
Go shut him down, and he can't make it because of him. That's just cool. I like that.
I love the drama in it.
It's cool.
Put it that way. I love the drama.
Yeah.
It is so much fun to watch. So much. It's probably but just think, well, still could be. If they hadn't lost those points at the first of the year. Or did they lose? No, they gave them back their points, didn't they? Yeah, they gave them back their points. Hendrick, they didn't give Denny back his points, but they gave Hendrick back their points.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I think so. And if he hadn't got suspended
or broke his leg.
I mean,
so in my opinion, it's amazing that he's where he is, honestly.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
As many races as he's missed. He missed, what, 6?
7, I think.
7, total, counting that suspension.
It's a lot.
Which, I mean, look at what Kyle Busch did. Kyle Busch broke both legs and won championship.
Yeah, right.
And it's, whatever. It makes, regardless if he makes it or not, it's going to make Daytona interesting. Because if he does go out there and win this week.
There's what, 14 or 13 winners? I think it was 14, but VSG or VIG or whoever G is.
SVG. Yeah,
SVG.
So he's out of it. Yeah. There's 3 spots right now that are in on points. Yep. And 2 of those,
Kevin Harvick,
Brad Keselowski and Chet, is it?
I think Kevin's like 100.
There's somebody though. It was 2 of them that are really, 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 really.
Bubba Wallace is like 28 points.
I think it's Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick. They're tied for points.
If it went
right about, they're like 1 point difference. And I'm pulling it up right now.
So if we had 2 new winners,
then that will be a very interesting.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Let's see. 15. I hate this. The way they got that thing. Okay. As of right now.
Yeah, they're within 2 points.
Yeah. Kevin Harvick is 13th. Brad Keselowski is 14th.
Plus 143 to good. So they're good unless there's new winners.
Well, and even if so, there's only going to be 2 new winners. So that would put Bubba and Ricky out.
Ricky's in because Ricky got to win.
That's right, Ricky.
So, like you said, if there's 2 new winners, it's going to be really tight between these 2 if one of those winners isn't Brad or Kevin.
Right.
Anyway.
This is why I hate this.
It's confusing.
It's very confusing. So, yeah. Kevin, Brad, or Bubba. So, if Chase goes out there and wins this week, right now, Bubba is out, and I think he would just flat out be out. There's no hope for him coming back.
Well, right, and he's tough. I mean, road courses are tough for him, so this week's going to be tough. Daniel Suarez is he's 28 points behind.
Yep.
So he could have a really good day. I think Bubba had like a 50-something point to the good before Indy and dropped like 20-something points. So
yeah.
He could do it again right here.
And Daniel Suarez could easily go out and
win this race. He could win this one.
So Bubba better be on it this week.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell him. And he has never ran good, really, at Watkins Glen. He's always had trouble there. It's going to be very, 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 very close. Regardless, like I said, if somebody comes up and wins that's not Bubba right now is pulling for either him, Kevin, or Brad. Somebody that's already above that cut line.
That's right, to win, yeah.
Long as that happens, he's okay. But if anybody below that cut line wins either of these 2 weeks, and I'm gonna tell you, I see some people like a AJ Allmendinger, a Justin Haley, Eric Almirola, even Corey LaJoy at Daytona.
Oh yeah,
throwing a big one.
Anybody could win that race. So.
Well, I mean they can, but look at Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon's one there. I think he can do it. Which I hate. I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
Because to me it ends up being a wasted space in the.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it,
but there's going to be some that are down there now that are wasted.
Ricky, I mean, no offense to him and his talent, but I mean that equipment just ain't going. It's not going far in a 16-car playoff.
No, not what's up there. But look at Blaney. Blaney's 9th.
Yeah,
and he's not running.
Penske just fell off.
Ford in general, other than RFK.
Yep.
And which is insane to me because of how bad they were to make this huge swing to being the fastest Fords on the track.
Yep.
So,
Hats off to Brad.
Brad there for sure.
I don't know what else changed, but Brad. I know he was
changed it. Brad changed everything in there.
Yeah.
Everything. All right, guys, we appreciate. Want to give some shout outs here to our affiliates here. Our new one coming on, Fresh Chef. We talked about them earlier. Coming on to sponsor being our presenting sponsor of the Chicken Bone Alley Fall Spectacular. We sure appreciate them. Guys, if you are in the Charlotte, Mooresville area, be sure to stop by one of the Fresh Chefs up there. That is, I'm telling you, get the shrimp and grits. I love shrimp and grits. I love their shrimp and grits. Man, that stuff is good. But so many more options on their menu. Pick anything. I don't care what you pick on there. Pick anything. It's good. It's good stuff. So y'all head up to a Fresh Chef. Also, Dixie Made back here. We love Dixie Made. Y'all go check out Dixie Made right here in Florence, right beside the flea market. All kind of cool brands in there. Southern Fried Cotton, Simply Southern, Axis Waterfowl, Drake Waterfowl, all that good stuff. Y'all go check them out. They coolers, sunglasses, whatever else you want there. So go check out Dixie Made right here in Florence. Anyway, we got that coming up this weekend. I think I'm gonna be out at Florence Motor Speedway.
Sweet.
This weekend, run the legend car. Do believe.
Well, hopefully, second round of practice will go better.
Hopefully so.
So you can get a better starting position.
Hopefully so. I got to work on some tires, getting my staggers and
yeah,
a few good tires, all that good stuff. All that fun stuff. So I think Connor's gonna be out there too. I have to message him and see.
Well, I'm going to a Metallica concert. So
Metallica. Where's it to?
It is in Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas. Good
Arlington,
Lord.
Texas. Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
You didn't want to go a little ways to go to that one, did
Yeah.
you?
Well, see, they really don't come around here. No.
They were in Charlotte a few years ago.
Well, they were in Atlanta. I can't remember. It's been a while, but I mean, the tickets were.
Yeah.
But we got them early. So I mean, they were still expensive.
I fixed that. They were expensive, and then the flight tickets.
Well, yeah, that
Probably didn't save much money. Did
not
it?
a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But I don't know how long they're going to be still touring. I love Metallica, so it's like, shoot, why not go see them while we can? And so we're heading to Texas.
Fun.
So we'll be over there
Right before football kickoff.
Yep. And it'd be cool to see the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
That would be cool. That's a big old stadium.
Yeah, it's huge. So
Gigantic.
that's where we'll be.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, go check out MPM. If you are new in the racing game, want to really move up, go check out MPM, McAllister Precision Marketing. Go talk with Tanya and her group over there. We appreciate her coming on as always, coming on our iRacing League. Anything I ask Tanya for, she's always right there on top of it. So, guys, if you are you need to advance your career in racing, by all means. I mean, by the digital marketing, by just anything, by putting you in front of the faces you need to be in front of, head over to MPM, McAllister Precision Marketing. Get with Tanya today, and she'll hook you up. Tell her we sent you. Also, RevMax Racing Apparel. You need suit, gloves, all that good stuff. SFI approved. Great looking stuff. Go head over to RevMax Racing Apparel. They can hook you up for sure. All right, what else we got?
Man, I think that's it. We're gonna play a little guitar for a little bit here.
Yeah, we gotta practice a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do that. And be ready for another week.
Doodle-oo-doo-doo. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on, hanging out with us. And I reckon we will talk to you guys next time.
Later.